Warning: use professional supervision when creating equipment. This project has been rated easy.
Hi buff dudes, hi buff girls, do-it-yourself Duke here. We made Thor's hammer. That was a tough one, took a lot of tools. But we want to do something that all you guys can make. You can make it with your kids, it's really simple, attainable. It's an exercise tool and it's called the club. We're going to go down and get the materials for it and then we're going to make it. It's really simple. Hey Willow.
How are you?
Good, I love this place. That's Willow and this is the hardware store. Here we are in the pipe section of the hardware store, and they always have two kinds of pipes, the galvanized and the black pipe. Of course, galvanized costs a lot more because it's been through a process of galvanization, but they also have black pipe, which is way cheaper. Okay dudes, we've got our pipe. We're gonna start out with an 18-inch, 2-inch. Then we're gonna go to an 18-inch, 1.5 that's gonna slip inside. Then we're just gonna keep stepping it down each time. Each pipe's gonna slip into the other pipe, until we have these extra weights that we can handle. The whole motive behind putting the pipes inside the pipes is changing the weights. It's kind of like a barrel of monkeys. You can put all the monkeys in at once and have a heavy club, or you can start with just one monkey in there and have a lighter club and build up to it. That way it's really versatile that way. And actually this pipe is going to be our handle. So these are 18 inches, you can go with 12 inches. Notice the mixture of pipes. We got some galvanized, some black pipe. That's only because this is the only selection they had here. So we kind of had to modify our lengths. And you can go with 10 inches too instead of 18 inches. Now let's go we only need 3 other items to complete this club. Let's get it. Okay, so we got a reducer. This is a 2-inch. It's gonna go on here and reduce it down to the 1.5. We're going to go through all that when we put it together, but this is one of the things you need as a reducer. Then we've got a cap, a 2-inch cap that's going to go on there. That's going to keep the pipe that goes inside the 2-inch from falling out. And then finally we got the 1-inch cap that's going to be at the end of the handle. See what happens. Should have got a cart. There you go, Willow. Add it up. And hopefully it's under $30.
No, you're already at 20.
Uh-oh. Maybe I can sell these for more than I'm paying for them. Okay, just got all the stuff out of the hardware store. It was a little more expensive than I thought, but that was just due to the length. It's 18 inches. If I would have got the 10-inch stuff, it would have been a little bit cheaper. But hey, a few bucks more, it's just gonna make us buffer because it's heavier. Okay dudes, back in the garage. And we're ready to put this thing together. Here's all the stuff we got at the hardware store. But we need one last thing. You're gonna need this tool, pipe wrench, to put this thing together. Nah, I'm just kidding you. You don't need this at all, and that's a cool part. You can just do it by hand, as long as you make sure everything's threaded right. So we ended up having to switch up with the black and the galvanized, which cost us a little more, bumped up the price, and also the links. They didn't have the shorter links. But if you got the shorter links, like say 8 to 10 inches, you're gonna get this thing for under 30 bucks. And that's a nice piece of exercise equipment that you can build for not a bad price. The shorter these are, the lighter it's going to be, and the cheaper it's going to be as far as assembling it together. This is so simple. That's the beauty of this. And it's going to be a weight. Basically, this is the Thor's hammer, but without a welder, without a torch, without a grinder, without a drill, all that stuff. Let's go ahead and put it together. We're going to start with the handle part of it. We can go ahead and put the end cap on and screw that on there. Here's a trick too, that if you're having trouble getting the threads started, you can always go backwards. These are right-hand threads. You can go backwards, left, and then that'll help you line up the threads. Go ahead and screw that transition piece on. Now, we're ready to put the next piece on, the main body of it. Line that up. Screw it on good. You can tighten that really tight. Make sure everything's tight there. Now, it's good and heavy now. A good exercise tool, like a bat. A little obviously heavier than a wooden bat. Now where we can start adding weight. Here goes the 1.5-inch piece inside the 2-inch piece. the 1 inch size inside the 1.5 inch, and the 1/2 inch size inside the 1 inch. And now we have the cap. Now we have a super heavy club. Again, you can adjust the weight by taking this end cap off and taking those other size pipes out. Once again, as a reminder, you can get shorter pipes, shorter handle, adjust this as much as you want for the lengths that you get for wherever you get it. A big hardware store, a small hardware store. Again, they were limited at where we went, so we had to adjust our lengths and went with the big one. This is definitely a buff dude size club. It's too heavy. I couldn't do. So I would simply do this. Drop this extra weight. Put the cap back on. And now it's more easy to handle. It's still heavy. Again, you can adjust those sizes, make it lighter. And then you can add something like this. Different colors, paint it to your scheme. You can paint it whatever you color you want. Then you're going to personalize this as a piece of your exercise equipment. And then don't forget, slap a Buff Dude sticker right on it. Buff Dudes, Buff Girls, the steel club is ready to go. All painted, looking nice. Okay, this is going to work the extensors and the flexors of the forearm. That is feeling good. Okay, that's going to build those forearms real quick. Okay, as you build your forearm, you get stronger. You're going to want to go down that pipe. That's going to make the resistance even tougher. Continue to go down. Gets really tough. That is not quite ready for that one. Happy building, dudes.